Hello, what is good, my brothers and sisters? This week's chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen was absolutely crazy. Maki Zenin actually cooked, and she had Sukuna on the ropes for a second there. And Maki has gained some very impressive feats from her arsenal that make her just an absolute unit to go up against. And we get some quick changes in POVs and developments toward the climax of the Shinjuku Showdown arc, so let's dive right into it. Of course, we continue off with the situation with Maki, Yuji, and Yuta versus Sukuna. The chapter begins with a flashback of Kusakabe and Ino waiting outside of Yuta's domain expansion, and what's interesting is Yuta actually changed his domain's location, which is a similar feat to what Hikari did versus Kashimo. The team expected Yuta's domain expansion to crumble as a signal, and Maki is ready to surprise attack Sukuna. In real time, Maki gets ready to launch in, and Ino invites Kusakabe to tag in as well, but yeah, we know Kusakabe. That's over his payroll, so he's gonna leave it to the heavy hitters, and he cheers Maki on. Maki waits for the signal, being Yuta's domain expansion collapsing, and once the barrier breaks, instantly we're back to where we were. Maki stabs Sukuna through the chest, and Yuta is sliced by the world dismantle. And it seems Yuta is actually still alive, and Rika is seen crying as she takes Yuta away to somewhere safe. And just in time, Yui arrives, and he's going to teleport him so that he can be healed later on. You can say a lot of things about Yui, but he really is coming in clutch right now. The Soul Split Katana was actually left in the domain beforehand, meaning it may be the case where Maki can pass between barriers, however cursed tools can't pass between the barriers. Maki tries to slice Sukuna with her Soul Split Katana, however Sukuna manages to get away in time. The first thing Sukuna notices is that the cuts from the blade are healing slower than normal with reverse curse technique, and the narrator reveals that when Maki cuts a person with her sword, normally wounds cannot be healed with reverse curse technique. However, you can heal the soul using RCT, but only under certain conditions. One must be able to clearly see the outline of their soul. Sukuna can see the outline of the soul thanks to him being inside of Yuji Itadori with two souls coexisting. However, using reverse curse technique to heal the soul is much harder even for Sukuna, and it's entirely different from being able to heal from normal damage. At this point, Yuji still will not give up on Megami and trying to save him, yet all of a sudden he collapses to the ground coughing up blood because he has been using reverse curse technique constantly. Since he's only been doing this a month, he's new at this, Yuji hasn't been healing himself properly. However, thankfully, Chozo is there for him, and he warmly comforts Yuji, encouraging him to just relax and focus on using reverse curse technique to heal his body. He also then instructs Yuji to use his blood manipulation to circulate his blood throughout his body like he's spreading roots in an outline of blood vessels. But I have to say that Yuji is so lucky to have Chozo in his life despite all of this craziness. And I'm glad Gege handles Chozo the way he does. It's perfect. He really is a big brother. However, back to the main chapter, Maki has her turn versus Sukuna, and she is keeping up very well in her fight. She is clearly the aggressor in this battle, as now Sukuna is nerfed to the ground like this, and this way Maki can just absolutely go crazy on him. At times, she even overpowers Sukuna with her sheer physical strength, like when Sukuna caught her sword, but she just threw him off. Sukuna tries to cut the building into a cloud of debris and rubble to block Maki's vision. Then Sukuna chants an empowered dismantle slash right at her. Yet Maki actually can see the dismantle slash, and she was able to dodge it. Sukuna even says it's a similar feeling to when he fought against Mahoraga in Shibuya. Maki also stabs Sukuna in the heart with her first strike, so now Sukuna has to keep his heart pumping with cursed energy, just like he did back at the detention center with Yuji. And at this point, I swear nothing can kill this man Sukuna. He really is just always finding ways to survive, and that's really the mark of true Jujutsu for you. And now, starting to end the chapter, Hikari continues his fight with Uruume, and it looks like they've been fighting for a little while as both of them are a bit scuffed up. and Uraume basically froze the whole city over. Hikari remarks Sukuna's presence is so clear now, and before he imagined Sukuna in his true form would pose a serious problem. But now since Sukuna got all beat up and his cursed energy is running dry, it's not too scary anymore. So Hikari declares that we are the ones who will win. Yet Uraume laughs at the mere notion of it. They say Hikari is dumb just like his curse technique. To these guys it might look like it's over, but Uraume can tell based on Sukuna's cursed energy waves, Sukuna has no interest in his opponents. Uraume continues to say, "You guys should be ashamed for not being able to show results greater than Gojo Satoru. Even if we take out the after effects of the first battle, Sukuna-sama still hasn't given it his all." Oh man, we are screwed. If everything up till now was Sukuna holding back, I'd hate to see him when bro is locked in. A serious Sukuna is undoubtedly the most terrifying thought. Most of the time Sukuna is willing to play, but now he's let all of them have their fun. He's going to finish it. This panel is a clear sign someone is getting packed soon, and I hope to God that it's not Maki. Sukuna going full power on Maki is possibly the most unnecessary flex ever, and I think I had enough of Gege writing off his female cast members. So I pray that he doesn't bench his all-star Maki Zenin. She is carrying right now. However, Sukuna is him. He is unstoppable. No domain, nerfed cursed energy, nerfed RCT, no problem. I think Sukuna is going to reveal his real curse technique soon, like when he chants Fuga, open, and I do not know what the cast does about it. He will quite literally use ancient techniques that he hasn't used since the Heian era. The meme will actually come to life, and no one is ready for when Sukuna cooks, because he's gonna burn down everything. However, that's it for this one, guys. Look out for a video on this chapter soon, possibly going over Sukuna theories. These chapters are getting extremely wild, and I did not think that things would turn out quite like this, but remember to like and sub for more content like this, and I'll see you awesome brothers and sisters in the next one. Bye-bye.